Hey guys, Dakotism here. Jesus
More like
Christ.
ball snack.
Oh.
Kyle!
His name is Peppermint Butthole. Isn't that right, Big Bird?
That's not...
No.
We don't use those nicknames. Those aren't the nicknames we're using.
Alright, today we're going to be doing some TaleSpire. I don't think there's been any big updates recently. They've been doing a lot of stuff to get everything prepared. Somebody turned down their fucking ringtone.
What was that? The Rocket League rainbow like noise?
No, it was the why is it blanking on me? The alert Metal Gear. Fuck.
Anyway,
That shows we are two different types of gamers.
so we're gonna be doing some more TaleSpire today. We had some technical difficulties last week with one of our people's computers, so we weren't able to do anything last week. But we should have gotten all that stuff taken care of by this point, and oh, I have hiccups now. This is gonna be the worst. But we're back now. If everybody wants to introduce yourselves, let's start with Levi.
What? Oh,
Introduce yourself, Levi. Okay.
What I'm doing it. I'm Levi. I do the riff. Eric do it. Swamp dude.
What? What are you saying?
You're a dick.
All right, now let's go to
Is that
Kyle.
a bag of chips?
Alright. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Mhm.
Mine's freaking out. I just got disconnected from Discord for a little bit.
I noticed you're kind of flickering.
This sucks.
You know when we get
Yeah,
everybody
I
else's computer situated.
I know. I'm reconnecting. Alright, I should be back.
Big Bird.
We're not calling him that.
Shut up, Paisley.
Be nice.
Yeah!
Kyle,
Alright.
introduce yourself.
Got him for you, Paisley.
Me?
Sorry.
Well, no. You're DM. You always go last.
Okay.
I'm Kyle. I play Bo Daniel.
All right.
He does stuff.
All right, Levi, go ahead.
Did.
Oh,
Not doing
okay.
it
Paisley.
Hi. I'm Paisley.
Hi,
I will
Paisley.
This is an
Hi,
A-
Paisley.
Amy.
and I'm an alcoholic.
All right, that's done for
No.
Paisley.
What?
Levi.
Come on, Levi.
I already did.
Okay. Katie.
Wow, do you see the romance in Kyle's eyes in that picture?
I'm Katie. I play Slicks.
Okay, Levi.
No, I already did.
All right, go.
I
Kyle, go
want
ahead.
to retry.
No.
What?
Dakota?
Oh, hi, I'm Dakota. I'm playing Crom today.
Okay.
Okay, Levi.
Levi.
No.
All right, Kyle.
And I'm Kyle. I'm DMing this campaign.
This shit show.
Yeah.
Guys, we forgot Levi.
Oh, Levi.
Oh,
go ahead.
Levi? Go ahead.
No.
Oh, waiting on you, Levi.
Well, I'm waiting on TaleSpire to load. It's still not loading.
Oh,
Wait.
really not
I
here?
thought we.
thought
Everybody
you
said
were
we were
in.
ready.
I was. It just connected me from Discord and from TaleSpire to reload it, but the
Oh my
TaleSpire
god.
spinny wheel death shit.
I feel like Kyle's gonna have a fucking stroke.
Kyle is having a stroke. He's on stream.
Not like I did it on purpose, alright?
I feel like you're doing it on purpose, Levi.
First, he refuses
Okay,
to
so
introduce himself.
While we're waiting for your game to reload, Levi, can you regale us with a story of your youth?
One day, I found a dark corner. I sat. I opened up a book. Someone came up to me to be my friend. I said, fuck off, I'm reading a book.
Ooh, so edgy.
I know.
Good story, buddy.
Was that
Was the
before?
friend me?
Was that before or after Paisley and I broke into your house and cleaned your room?
Oh, I was before and
Okay.
after.
Okay.
Yeah,
And after.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Good story. Good story.
Good start. Good start. Are you done yet?
What, loading up with TaleSpire?
Yeah.
No?
All right. Story number 2. Let's go, Levi.
All right. Story
I'm
number
not
2.
getting
We can
like the first bit.
do the last time as story number 2. Just get this
Yeah.
ball
All right.
rolling.
As long as it's Levi doing it.
Okay, Levi, last time.
I don't remember. It's been 2
Levi.
weeks.
It's been.
All right.
Play TaleSpire.
Is there anything else? Do you want to do any
Oh,
like
absolutely
TaleSpire?
not.
Okay.
This has been way too long of an intro.
All right.
Oh,
Last
this is an
time
intro?
on D&D. The party, along with many other guild members and town folk, have been gathered by Garnus for a meeting early in the morning. He decides to let everyone know the situation with the shadow creature and that Broken Wheel will need the help of any able bodies. Those who need to leave will be escorted west to Venari. Some uproar from the crowd is quickly smoothed over by Bo Daniel speaking out and Crom's creating a plan with the casters in town to set up a barrier. After everyone starts to disperse, Garnus calls the party to discuss what he would like them to do since they are the more senior members. He tells them that they need people to lead townsfolk to Venari and try to get some allies while there. They also need someone to check out the dungeon in the forest discovered by Theo and Tio. Lastly, they need someone to check in with the dragon folk as they have not returned any recent messages. After some discussion, the party realizes that they have different ideas of what they think is most important, so they decide to split the party 3 ways. Crom and Moore traveling with the townsfolk, Griff and Vap heading to the dungeon, and Bo Daniel and Slicks heading to the dragon folk. Bo Daniel and Slicks. Bo Daniel and Slicks get the teleport coin so that they can travel to the Feywild. Once there, they head out right away with a sense of urgency. Trying to optimize their travel time, Bo Daniel uses his wild magic, which results in him making a short teleport to the astral plane and back. They travel for a few hours and then set up camp. Bo Daniel's watch goes by with some eerie sounds, but nothing happens. Vap then Slicks then takes their watch and sees a strange creature. I wrote down Vap, but it was Slicks. She takes some shots at it, which result in a large explosion of acid as it dies. In the morning, they set out, reaching the mountain with the dragon folk. After a few more hours of travel after their rest, they climb the steps and at the top find that the entrance of the cave is covered in fire. Investigating further, they find that that inside is destroyed with bodies of dragon folk spewing about. Bo Daniel looks over a corpse to find that they were each killed by a singular stab wound. They go down the stairs to check out Solison, the ancient sun dragon, to find his horde, but don't see him. As they approach the horde, they are then approached by a sun dragon wormling popping up from a pile of gold. They try to establish that they are friends, and once it's close and staying, Bo Daniel flips the coin to take all 3 of them back to Broken Wheel. Griffin Vap. Taking on the forest dungeon quest, they head to Theo and Tio to get provisions and see if he knows anything more about the dungeon. He tells them that he discovered it, but nothing past that. He also gives them rations without selling anything to them, as the town is in an urgent state. They travel to the forest for a while and veer off to get to the dungeon. They find the familiar pillar with 4 hand-shaped statues surrounding it, palms facing upwards, but now the pillars has an opening, which a mysterious figure in full plate standing by. He introduces himself as Gab and tells the party he is a mercenary that'll help them with the dungeon. Inside, they are met with a statue that speaks to them. The next room has a fountain and statues lining the hallway. Sending some summons past the statues makes all the summons attack each other, but the party gets past fine. In the next room, they face off against a basilisk. They then continue to find a room with treasure, a center pillar, some weapons, armor, and a piece of paper. They take the paper, gold, weapons, and continue on to a cavern with glowing crystals in some places. While Griff starts to mine some of the crystals. What?
Sorry. Katie's trying to pierce my ear. I apologize.
Why?
I put a hair clippy on his ear. He's being a baby.
It hurt,
Oh,
man.
man.
Hey.
Levi, wait, what?
Okay, so while Griff starts to mine some of the crystals, Gab goes back to the treasure room where he surprise attacks Vap with a black tentacle sprouting from his chest, and his head lolling back to show a black sludge head. He flees, and the party tells him right before kills him right before he ascends the stairs. The party then quickly leaves and emerges from the pillar back in the forest. Crom and Moore, deciding that transporting those that are moving to Venari is the most important. Crom and Moore start preparing for the journey. They meet up with Theo to get food, which he then gives them plenty for the 3-day trip. They then talk to Sir Jan and Viryor to get horses and carts to use on the journey. With a caravan of 3 carts carrying Dua Nazik, Moore Selbus, Poppy Selbus, and Valerie Waterpelt, they set out south. With little trouble along the path, the caravan reaches the South Farm shortly after sunset. Dua talks to her family and gets shelter for everyone to sleep. In the morning, they set out, taking along the rest of the Nazik family. Towards the end of the second day, they reach the Broken Wheel Western Camp, and they set up for a rest as night falls. They all gather around the campfire. Crom notices the depressing atmosphere, so he starts to theatrically recall some of the travels he's had, with Moore helping to raise their spirits.
Pantomiming in the background.
Yeah, and miming you pretty perfectly in the background. The next day, they reach Venari and are given the Lord's home to stay for the time. Crom then heads to the guild to look for allies, and that is where we will start.
I loved that campfire scene because it super randomly interjected that Moore has this weird, like, mimic ability that was, like, super played off, but it's like, what? When did you get that? Where do you keep learning all of these things? Like,
every session,
really
it feels like he has a new skill to show off. So yeah.
I need to refresh myself on one thing real quick. Just because we did level up, I need to remind myself what I got from the most recent level up.
What?
I need to remind myself what my character got for the most recent level up, so I don't forget.
Oh, okay.
So give me just one
second. So yeah, as of right now, the people of Venari have been given shelter in the Lord's house, and I believe it's later afternoon. So I'll change the.
Oh, that's right. I can use my runes twice a day now, each.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so it's a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah. Okay, so it's later afternoon, and you've pushed open the doors to the Venari Guild.
I wish I could go in first person.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh, there we go. Hold up. I'm even seeing through my helmet.
Man, first person option would be like so dope to show off like interior and stuff.
And then holding Shift W, you actually just move around 1 square forward.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so cool. Anyway, so my character with Moore following behind me, I am going to open up the doors and I'm going to survey the area before I actually walk in, but I'm going to open up the doors and take a look.
You push open the doors to the guild and are met with an atmosphere sort of similar to a town pub, with people talking and laughing, sharing drinks and food.
I'm also going to do this really quick. Hold on.
Oh, you're just lighting it up more.
Yeah, just brightening up the place.
Um,
Because these one lights are so fucking dull.
yeah. And that's just a little tip for anyone that's using TaleSpire is if you place a light multiple times, it just brightens it up. But as you walk in, all of this stops, and there's a few moments of tense silence. In this tense silence, you look around and see Killigy, the guild leader behind the counter. You look at the counter and you see a shirtless human with red shorts, red wrappings around his hands, and spiked back blonde hair right here.
Okay.
Next to him, you see what could only be described as a large, muscular rabbit man with a large sword on his back, similar to one of the.
Is that a naughty little bunny boy?
Oh, so you're the naughty little bunny boy. That's a dirty little bunny boy.
Oh, right.
Immediately fetishized, like.
God damn it.
At this near table, you see the familiar Farkle squad. The
Who
red.
I am now taller than.
You are now taller and bigger than. You see the red, yellow, and green, I believe. No, blue.
Is the green missing?
He's over here.
Oh, okay.
So, the red knight you know is Farkle. The yellow knight you know is Zilch. The green knight you know is Darsh.
Well, the green knight.
Green knight you know is Darsh, and then the blue knight you know is Zonk. At the next table, you see Darsh talking with an elven woman with a longbow across her back and nature camouflaged armor donned. Also sitting there is a human woman donned with plate armor and a short sword and shield. Finally, towards the back of the room, you see a male elf with lighter blue skin, long white hair, and a scar running from his right temple down to underneath his left breastplate. After this moment of tense silence, as you take in your surroundings, you watch as the Farkle squad all quickly look at each other and spring up to action as the elf in the back cries out and starts bounding at you, leaving shards of ice in his wake. Zilch, Darsh, and Zonk all pile on the elf and start to restrain him as Farkle himself comes up to you.
I just nod at him.
He comes up and puts his hand out to shake your hand.
Yeah, I embrace it.
Welcome, friend. Glad to see you're doing well. And
Not all of you
like
feel
takes
the
your hand
same.
and claps you on the back.
The way you said embrace it made me just like see like curl into his hand, like full body hug as an
I
arm.
take his
they
hand
do
and I
that
run it against
thing.
my cheek.
Yeah.
Do that
It's just-
forearm grab thing that really muscular guys do.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Cool when I do one of those.
Yeah, I
like
do that, and then I
Beastmaster or
slide
something?
it towards his hand, and then we do like a secret handshake and fist bump at the end.
Okay. He tries to keep up.
Tickle each other's palms.
He tries to keep up, does it flawlessly.
Yeah. What have you been eating? You look much larger than when we first met.
He says that, and I like puff out my chest and stand up tall.
And he's as this is happening, you're kind of talking with him. You glance out and see the other three like have now restrained this elf, and then are starting to like carry him away. And he's like fighting and struggling and just like yelling almost incoherently. And they start like dragging him back.
I'm guessing that's the elf that we have held captive previously.
You would assume so.
Yeah.
You've heard stories. I don't think you yourself were there for that.
No, I was not.
But you know of the story.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna look at Farkle and be like, So I'm sure you've heard of the news that I'm bringing.
And he nods, and you can't see his face as he's in full plate, but his demeanor changes more to a solemn demeanor. Yes, we've heard word of what's going on, and are happy that we can keep some of your citizens here.
Could you show me to your guild leader?
Certainly.
Even though I know where and who they are, I'm just asking pretty much that he would accompany me.
Yeah, and he turns around and you follow him to the bar table, and as you approach, you are met with Killigi, the guild leader, and she looks up, and she's a hardier woman, and she reaches across the table and clasps your hand. Good to see you, champ.
Good to see you again. The last time I'd seen her was at the
yeah.
at the event.
So, what is the fine champ of the ring doing in my establishment?
Well, we were told that our Broken Wheel citizens could have refugees here for the up and coming engagement that we are going to be in.
Certainly, yeah. We are more than happy. We have them at my abode, so they will be kept safe.
And I know that our guilds have had differences in the past. Some of our previous guild members have mistreated some of yours, and I would just like to apologize on behalf of Broken Wheel, as we have already, and I'd just like to express that further.
Of course, I do appreciate that. There are some rough feelings among the town, but in my eyes, the damage has been done, and you have all been more than adequately making up for it.
I am hoping that we are able to count on your guys' help in these affairs that we are coming up against.
Certainly. Right now, our focus is protecting our own town. But when it does come closer, Farkle here has told me that he would like to personally go and take his team and help. And I have granted that. Most of our other guild members will be staying back to protect the town and keep people.
Completely understandable.
Keep people having a feeling of safety, at least.
And we're going to be doing the same in our own town. We aren't sending everyone, so I completely understand. Well, I appreciate your help. If you guys or Farkle and his group have any questions about any of the information that we have found previously or plans to come, I'm sure Garnus will be the best person to talk to. Do you have an easy way to contact Garnus? This roof is annoying me.
I know. It's a little annoying.
If you don't click on the corner, only some of it goes away.
Yeah.
A really good way to fix that, I don't know if you have a second store on this place, or second story on this place.
No.
Is if you just take a floor and you just, like, cover.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be good.
Because then if you just click underneath that, everything above that will go away.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't actually do anything for, like, the aesthetic.
She kind of thinks for a moment. As of recently, we've just been sending messengers back and forth. It does take a few days, so there's no quick way of communication, but we have had some contact from Lur, I believe his name was, can send us messages, and we can respond to those, but we don't have a way of sending messages ourselves.
Okay. That was going to be my next suggestion, was contacting Lur, because he is our town's researcher and all these kind of things. So I can bring this up with him and see if there's a way that we can get you guys to have better communication between you guys. Just in case you guys have a question, you don't need to wait for a response from him first.
That would be more than helpful. And she reaches out and puts like a hand on yours.
And is there any questions that you have for me?
Not at the moment. Are you content with keeping your people here? And will you be staying?
I will not be staying. I need to make my way back towards Broken Mill to figure out what our next steps must be.
Well, do you have to leave right away, or can you stay for the night? As it is right now, it's about sunset.
I don't see any harm in staying for the night. If I leave
Well,
first,
that's perfect.
If
And
I
she
leave first thing in the morning, it should be fine.
she motions out to everyone at the bar. Well, now that the pleasantries are out of the way, first round's on me, and everyone's just like, yeah.
Hey.
And everyone the atmosphere's kind of just been quiet, and everyone's been kind of just like listening to you.
Like eavesdropping and...
Yeah. But at this point, everyone kind of goes back to talking with their own groups, and in a little bit, you see Darsh comes back and kind of like stands on one side of the hallway, and then Zonk also comes out and stands on the other side of the hallway.
Here, why don't you just change their names?
Because that's just how I had them before.
I know, but you can change them now.
I know. I'll change them soon.
Oh, Borp?
That's awful. I hate that name.
What, Borp?
That's the
Yeah, that's Burm.
that's the rabbit.
Oh yeah. Oh. Warp.
So yeah, you get a free round of drink,
Yeah.
and Farkle kind of keeps talking to you, completely avoiding the like elephant in the room that person just tried to come at you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, well, once he got close, I was just gonna let one of my ruins slowly start to activate.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but but is there anything you'd like to do for the night, or just...
No, I'll just enjoy the pleasantries, ignoring the elephant in the room as well.
Okay. Throughout the night...
And a rabbit?
Oh, that
Throughout
is part
the
of the
night,
pleasantries, isn't it?
the two people at the counter do lean over and introduce themselves. The first guy, the human with red wrappings on his hands, introduces himself as Dragon, and the rabbit guy introduces himself as Borp.
Fuck.
I introduce myself to both of them and ask Borp if he knows a what's her name, Vervain?
Racism. You think just because they're bunny people that they'll know each other?
I've only met 2 bunny people in all of this place, so yeah, kinda.
All the centaurs know each other.
They don't count.
Yeah, all the centaurs.
Whoa.
Hey. What the heck, man?
But you
Wow,
ask
we're
him...
scanning really quick. Watching you guys. There you go.
He squints and thinks a little bit, Yeah. Little
That's his voice.
rabbit girl came through here. A while ago.
Woo woo.
And then like seems to be like lost in thought, not like the valiant person that looks like stoic, lost in thought, but more like he's struggling to even think.
Wow.
Yeah, he just got concussed out there or something.
Did he hit feeble-minded? Or would that fail on him? I continue to try to talk to him for a little bit, and then I move on to introduce myself to the other person in here that I do not know, and then check in on the other contestant in the arena. Wasn't she the other person that fought in the arena?
No, she. You don't see the person that was at the ring.
It was the same model, so
Yeah, it's the same model, but it's a different person.
Okay, then I come over here and introduce myself to this group as well.
Okay. They seem to be talking, and as you approach, the girl in plate mail seems to like kind of slink down into her drink, and the one with the longbow and kind of like camoed out fur leans back, says, "Oh, you're finally coming over to see us. What a pleasant surprise." My name is Rena, and kind of like reaches out and shakes her hand.
I'll shake it back.
Over here we have Algiz,
Pleasure to meet you.
and she like has like her mug and then like nods and then like looks back into the drink, kind of like sloshing it around a little bit.
Sorry.
What's that name again?
Rena and Algiz.
Algiz?
Algiz.
Oh, Al Jizz.
All jizz. All jizz. Okay.
No, I'll jizz.
Oh.
Like I will jizz.
Yep, we got it.
I apologize for not making my way over here sooner. I had some catching up to do with my friend Farkle.
No, it's fine. She slaps your hand away. I was just pulling your leg. What brings you around these parts?
I was making sure our townsfolk got here safely, and wanted to speak with you guys here at this guild, just to make sure you guys knew what was to come.
Very valiant of you.
I am the one in Broken Wheel that holds up the town's hope. The only one.
The only one.
Humble one at that.
Oh no.
I'm the most important person in town.
As you're talking, Moore is kind of just like going around, kind of like finding ways around to hide, but not really finding much as it's a really open area. And you catch, just as you normally keep an eye on him, that he goes behind this table, slinks down a little bit, and slowly transforms into a stool.
just
Somebody sit on him.
There you go, Kyle.
I am more Death Cobbler, and I like to pretend to be furniture.
He has a crushing kink. Don't judge him. Yeah, no, I just make a mental note of where he's at,
Okay.
and then just continue chatting until it gets later, and then talk to the guild leader about a place where I can rest for the night.
She talks to you. Well, we have my home. You are welcome to use my personal chambers. Um,
Damn.
if you would prefer, we can also afford to get you a room at our inn.
Well, I'm sure your place will be plenty fine for me. It'd be nice
Perfect.
to let everybody know from our guild that I've spoken with you folks here as well, and I feel like they will be comforted in that fact.
Perfect. It will be good to have you.
Have me in which way?
Hey, don't push your luck.
And then I head over there and I go talk to the. Oh, and as I'm leaving, I just look towards Moore, and like nod, like.
Okay. And you see like the stools slowly start moving. And then after a little bit, once no one's looking, transforms back and quickly exits.
And then when I get back, I'm talking to the Broken Wheel people, and I just let them know that the guild's members here know of the situation, and they're going to do everything that they can here to help make sure that everyone is safe and protected.
And everyone kind of like heaves a sigh of relief as you kind of tell them what's going on. And you could tell like as you walk in, they're all stressed out and kind of worrying about what's going on, as they've just been kind of like cattled into this one spot. But that seems to relieve them a little bit. And then Morris speaks up and, I'm sure everything will turn out all right.
You have everyone here and everyone back at Broken Wheel on our side, so
things will be good.
And then make sure that everyone is, prepared for the night. If anybody has to needs any help unloading stuff, I help finish up all that stuff, and then.
Okay. And pretty much most of what you brought was just food to make the journey here, so they don't have a lot of personal belongings.
Okay.
But they do have like pretty much each a suitcase or like just a pack of stuff that they're each carrying on their person.
Okay. Then I help them set up. Where are they going to be, like, bedding?
I forgot to put them up, but they each have like cots.
Oh, okay. Then I make sure they're all set up for them, and that they have anything else that they need.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And right now it's like past sunset, so it's pretty late in the day.
Yeah.
And people start getting ready and going to bed and stuff. Is there anything else you want to do before you go to bed?
Nope.
Okay. So you have a good night's rest. Nothing out of sorts happens. More Death Gobbler does do some rounds, but it turns out to be unneeded as no one even approaches the house. And then as morning comes, people start getting their things together, getting ready. And the general chatter around the group is that they're thinking about going out to explore the town and maybe find some shops to resupply all their stuff.
I leave the group with let's just say 7 gold.
Okay. And they all kind of like look at each other wide-eyed. And Morris takes in, this is more than generous. Thank you. This will be put to good use.
If you guys need anything else, I know it's not going to be a timely manner, but send a messenger to Broken Wheel and I'll make the trip out here myself.
We will.
And then I take the time to like shake each one of their hands and wish them farewell as I make my way back.
Okay. And is your plan to just head straight back, or are you spending time in Venari? What's your plan?
No, my plan is to pretty much head straight back.
Okay.
I have spoken to the guild. I have gotten confirmation that we will be getting at least one party of adventurers to help us in our inevitable time where we're going to be going towards the enemy. I have secured travel here with our townsfolk and confirmed with them that they should be protected here. So I believe that is everything that he would have done.
Okay. So you go outside and get all your things together, and you make sure to take Bo Daniel, not one of the other horses, with your own cart. Unless you'd like to take one of the other horses. Okay.
Anyway.
You take off towards Broken Wheel, and without the caravan, you can travel at a faster pace if you would like.
Yeah, I will be.
That being the case, you can reach the camp with plenty of time before night. Traveling through, like, it's strange because as you travel from Venari, the forest is slightly less dense than you're used to between Broken Wheel and the South Ruins, but as you travel, the forest becomes more and more dense as you're traveling east. You make it to the camp and camp out. The next day you travel and make it to the South Ruins, where you can rest for the night if you would like.
How long does it take from the South Ruins to Broken Wheel?
Normally it would take about a day, but if you're hurrying along, you could probably make it in by early afternoon.
Okay, yeah, then I will rest. Because me not stopping there, I still wouldn't make it there by morning.
No. Yeah. But you stop there and you take off towards Broken Wheel as soon as you can, making it there sort of just around 2:00.
Awesome.
All right. Then we will switch over.
Out the world map.
Yeah. I'll go through what's changed in Broken Wheel when everyone gets there.
Well, not just Broken Wheel, but the world map as well.
Oh yeah.
Started adding this road this way, that way. Is this the domed, or the not domed, but the walled off place that we found the dragon?
Let me switch over to that map. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So the things I've added, just because you guys' map has been updated, is the desert ruin, the road to the east. The logging road that you guys just recently traveled. What else have I added? And then up on the top right in X for the spot that was marked on your map where the capital is. Yeah.
Yeah, then I get back to Broken Wheel.
All right. Then I'll go to Theo and Tio hideout, where Griff and Vap have just emerged from this dungeon. You both have just exited the dungeon after defeating Gab. It's starting to turn late afternoon. what would you guys like to do?
I would like to rest. Maybe we make a little camp outside.
I briefly look around and then find a tree and hop up and like find a nice tree branch.
Well, there's these
Okay.
giant hands.
There's these giant hands, and there's a tree on top of one of the hands.
Yeah, that one.
So you hop up onto the palm tree.
I'm sorry.
Okay. What?
Thank you.
Where
Thank you.
is it? Yeah.
It's not.
It's so funny.
That was a good one.
Okay, continue. I apologize.
And you guys are just setting up
Hey,
camp for the
Kyle,
night.
high five. Good joke.
Yeah, I'm hanging out. 'Cause I took a little damage. Honestly, that super scary creature really didn't do as much to me as I thought it would, for sure.
Kyle, do you know what's funny about this? Like, that joke was from a year ago.
I know, it's crazy because you guys first discovered this over a year ago.
You just
I
been
know,
waiting
but-
to use it.
No, he used it a year ago.
Did
No, I
you?
missed
Yeah,
that
this is how we
session.
found Crunchy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't
Oh,
there
I-
for this session.
I remember this is where we got the
It also
crunchy,
shows
but
that
I
you
did
never
not
watched our
remember
VODs.
the joke.
I do watch them at work when I'm doing my fucking daily paperwork.
Not good enough for his full attention. Okay.
You set up a campfire.
Hey.
Are you guys
Oh.
taking watch, or are you just going for it?
Do you need a hand with that?
God. I say, I'll take first one. And I sit cross
Do you
legged.
raise your hand?
Dakota? And
First
I
watch and
poke
she
at
walks onto the index finger.
Okay. So make a perception roll for your watch.
Okay. Plus for my perception. It's a +8. So 21.
All right. So as you're thinking, you're watching, you're poking at the fire. The forest is alive with sounds of birds,
Music.
not music.
Wow, you're just rummaging in something right now. Quit your rummaging. It's still there. Okay.
So it's alive with the sounds of just normal animals, the skittering of nocturnal creatures. But towards the end of your watch, you pick up the faint hint of just like a small rumble. And as you listen closer, you hear again just like a boom.
Now, so is this rumbling? Does it happen to be a giant, fiend, or construct? Any of these
A
three?
what?
Would I be able to sense that this creature is a giant, fiend, or construct?
It is none of those things.
Okay. And I'm like, oh, a rumbling from a
but
mysterious
I
creature.
believe you do have background knowledge on what it is. This is the character you used for the first world quest, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you would know of a large furred beast somewhere in this forest, far to the west.
Oh,
And as you kind of remember this, you look off and kind of climb up the tree that Griff's sleeping in, and you can see like the top of like a furred back reaching over the trees, walking slowly from the north to the south.
Yeah, the Mega Sasquatch. What did we name him again?
Apex.
You guys haven't really interacted with it at all.
We called him Apex
Oh yeah.
because Icar knew
What a
about him.
legend.
Yeah, Icar knew it as Apex.
Interesting.
And so far it hasn't really bothered any of the towns really, and you don't really hear any stories of it, which is pretty surprising. But it seems to just walk around mostly at night.
This is something that Kyle has been like, yeah, you guys noticed this thing in the distance since we started this campaign, and we have not went to investigate it once.
It's like
He just minds himself. We don't mind. In fact, Vap is like, "Oh, that guy," and then she goes back to Pokemon.
all right.
He's the catalyst for the entire Umbra.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Kyle's like,
Was the
"Shut
only
up."
thing strong enough to defeat him.
But the rest of your watch goes without a hitch, and as yours gets to a close, you wake up Griff to take his. Griff, if you'd like to roll a perception as well.
Yeah. 26.
Not
All
bad.
right. If you'd also like to roll a nature check.
Okay. 13.
Okay. So as you're looking out into the
Are you
forest,
just
you
going to
also
explain the giant thing, but in a way that he doesn't know what it is?
Maybe.
you also look out into the forest and you see this large beast, fur sticking out over the top. But as you get a closer look, you try to figure out what kind of creature this could be. And you can't really spot it, as it's really difficult as you don't have night or dark vision. So you mainly just see the shadow looming across across moonlight. But you do pick out a distinct head, body, and then about you can't really tell distance, but further back you see what looks to be a large tail coming out as well. But that is all you can pick up on, is that it's a large furred beast with a tail.
Okay.
But you as well, the rest of your watch goes without a hitch.
Cool.
And the sun starts to rise.
All right. I fly down and start to cook insects over the fire and make breakfast.
Okay. Vap, you come to the smell of delicious bugs cooking over a fire.
I kind of wake up a little bit and
We do know of giant centipedes in this area.
hey,
Oh yeah. I take out 3 of them and enlargify them and then cook them.
I mean, naturally,
hey.
giant centipedes in this area. We have found them here
really?
before.
So yeah, Vap, you come to Griff cooking some centipedes.
Whoa! Cross. I turn my back to him. Like, look at eating in sin. These guys are pals. But yeah, after that I hop down from the rocks.
Okay.
You don't want any?
No, I do not want any. How do I take a long rest in D&D and Beyond again?
In the top
the long
right,
Yeah,
there's
there should be a button that says.
yeah, the very top of the screen is an area that says long rest.
Hmm. Okay.
But it is early morning, so what would you guys like to do?
I mean, we finished our quest thingamajig, right?
Did you?
Kinda. We killed the fella, but we really didn't get much.
No, wait, did we not? We didn't finish that final room thing, did we?
So what you got was you, Griff, picked up 2 weapons. You picked up a rapier and a bow. And then you started collecting crystals, but were very quickly distracted by Vap getting destroyed by, or fought, the black creature.
Oh, right.
So you had to kind of like throw that down and go help. And then there were a few things that you left behind. And then you also grabbed a piece of paper.
Okay, I'm gonna go back down and start mining the crystals again.
Okay.
I come too. I'd like to investigate that room a little.
Okay. I'll pull you guys to the board.
Oh yeah, the dragon's still there.
There's Vap and Griff. Okay, so you guys come down and you see the familiar tunnel with a statue at the end.
Okay. Oh, my characters. One second. I'll have to place down back.
Oh yeah, I have to place down my character too. How do I do that?
They're both placed down.
Ooh.
There we go.
There I am. Okay. So I am gonna make a beeline for the room that I was scrapping in. This one.
Let me get my notes out real quick. So you guys are making a beeline to where you were?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you pass the first hallway with the 5 statues on each side, I need both of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Uh, 19.
Plus 8. So 15?
All right. You both pass through nothing. You feel like a twinge in the back of your mind, but nothing past that. You continue on through this room, Griff, back to the crystals. And then Vap, you're going to the room where you found the gold and paper and weapons and stuff.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Griff, are you just going to be mining away?
Yep.
Okay. So you start going at that, and it's a hard process. The crystals seem to be very hard. I don't know the technical term for hardness of minerals, but
Wow, Kyle, you didn't even do your research.
yeah, I took geology like a few terms ago. But yeah, you start going at that, and it's taking a little bit of time, but you're making progress. Vap, you walk into this room, and the 2 weapon racks are now empty, as you guys have taken the weapons from those. You have picked up all the gold.
It's Moe's. It's how hard are they on the Moe's scale? Come on.
Oh yeah, it is. In the center of the room, you see a singular pillar with a small outcrop of a stone on top of it. Behind that, you see 3 armor racks with separated pieces of armor. Yeah.
Okay. Is the minerals similar to the ones we saw in the other room?
The minerals.
That are on top of the pedestal.
It's just a stone outcropping on top of the pillar. It's a stone outcropping.
Stone. Okay. Gotcha.
Looks like just like a rectangle has been raised up slightly in the middle of it.
Interesting. I can sense it. Big negative. That kind of. Can't detect magic or nothing. Okay. I very hesitant. Touch it.
As you reach out and touch the outcropping, it lowers slightly, so you assume that this was some sort of button. And as you do, along the back wall, you see 2 symbols appear, and then the right one changes, and 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 then they both change, and then the right one changes, and the right one changes, and the right one changes.
Ah!
What are you doing?
I start shouting. I'm like, Griff! Griff, come here! I go over here to the entrance over here.
Okay. So, Griff, at the beginning of your mining again, you hear Vap yelling.
Like, big sigh, like throw down my pickaxe and then march off. See what the heck she wants.
Okay. You get out into the hallway and you see Vap like frantically yelling.
Hey, there's something going on in here. There's some symbols going on. And I'm like, come quick.
You look back and both of the symbols have changed since you were last in here. You do notice that the right one is changing in the same pattern each time. You also notice that these are actually make an intelligence check.
Oof.
Okay.
Both of you can. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. It's a +1, so I rolled a 13. Oh wait, no. That's an 18 for me.
15.
So yeah, you both recognize these as numbers from the Dragonfolk language that you've been given keys for.
Interesting. Do I notice if the numbers are going down or going up consistently?
It looks like it's a countdown.
Ah!
And you like frantically look back and forth between your notes, and it's at 2, 3, 2, 2,
Ah!
2, 1,
Oh god!
2, 0.
Okay. Griff, what are we gonna do here?
There's like a huge pedestal thing, right?
Yeah.
This thing? Is there, like...
There's a, what before was an outcropped stone is now a flattened stone, slightly flattened, and it has a blue rune over it that's slightly glowing.
I touch it.
Okay.
Wait, no. I take out one of my centipedes and put it on top of it.
Okay. You take out your centipede and on top of it, and then the stone presses in completely now. The countdown goes away, and you hear some rattling. And then, ka-chunk! Off to the side, you see a round metal ball fall out from the wall.
Okay. All right.
I throw a beetle at it this time.
What?
Okay. As you do, the ball unfurls into a mess of arms and legs in a construct-like creature. I would like you guys both to roll initiative.
Did you say a construct?
Yes.
Oh boy. Like, it's about time.
Oh shit.
Oh, buddy.
4.
Oh. Oh, Paisley's excited. Levi's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the highs and lows. Like, let's ride these waves. But with my initiative bonus, it's a plus.
So how much do you guys get?
4.
Nat 1 and Nat 20.
25.
Nat 20 for Paisley.
All right.
Ooh.
So Vap, that is your go.
Okay. It's been so long since I've met my favorite enemy that I must remember what I even do. Like, when I encounter one.
Favorite foe.
Yeah.
Whenever you deal damage, the first time you deal damage, you do an additional D6.
Okay.
Oh no, and at the level you're doing, you do an additional D8.
Okay, so 1d8 plus. Sweet. Well, I am going
Oh wait, no,
to...
never mind. You have favorite enemy, not favorite foe.
Oh.
So you don't do additional damage. It just gives
Oh.
you the tracking and
I can just sense them better?
yeah. So,
Gotcha.
Advantage on tracking them. Extra languages. And out of combat stuff.
Yeah. And knowing that now, you would have noticed that this construct, as it landed, it was then considered a construct, but it didn't seem you didn't pick up anything before.
Interesting. It's like it was just made or something?
It seems that way.
Okay. Well, I cast a Hunter's Mark on him at the 4th level.
Ooh, dope.
Yeah, so that's an extra d6.
And you reach out, and a symbol glows on him for like a half second, and then vanishes.
I am then
What
going to
symbol is
unlock
your
3
Hunter's Mark?
possibilities to him.
It's a curled up centipede.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
cool.
cool.
That would be oh gosh. What do I get to hit? My dexterity?
Yeah.
Dexterity plus your proficiency plus 2.
Okay.
You should be about a plus 12.
Yeah, it looks like that's the case.
It's like this, Kyle.
Uh,
So that's a 24
So
to
like,
hit.
it's like this is marked on him.
yes.
I'm so cool.
I'm not looking. I'm assuming it's a centipede.
Oh, okay.
You would be right.
Okay, so that is 3 crossbow.
I'm doing 3 crossbolts. You have to attack. You have to make an. Oh no, it's just one single attack roll. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's plus 5.
plus an additional D8. Plus an additional for your hunter's mark.
Yeah, the D8 is my hunter.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
no, it's a D6 for your hunter's mark. My bad.
So it's 25 plus 13.
And
That's
if that's
pretty-
you do an additional D6 for each. You should reroll because that's a D8, not a D6.
Oh, it's supposed to be a D6.
And it's 3d6 because you hit him 3 times.
Okay, just re-rolling that. So base 25
Mm-hmm.
and these guys plus 5. Nice. Okay,
That's
yeah.
really bad.
so, but I do get the plus 5 there, so it's 25, 11, 36.
Nice. Jeez.
Hold on. I think she did that wrong, but 25.
Yeah, you totally confused me, Dakota.
Well, you hunter's marked them, and then you were not adding your hunter's mark damage.
Yeah, I should have done it in the same roll.
Yeah, so 25 plus 15, so it's 40 plus 6. 46 damage.
Okay. Jesus. Okay, so you go and shoot your crossheads, and they like swirl around as they hit like the base of this creature where it merged from the ball, disconnecting one of its joints, and it starts to like freak out. It's still rolling forward and coming at you guys, but it definitely took some damage.
Ooh. Okay, that's all I got. So grit.
It is actually a construct.
You don't just
Oh.
determine who's next. That's
So
all I got,
it's
so
Daniel's turn.
it's my turn again.
So it rolls forward. Griffith gets in range of you. It reaches up and its arm flash like splits open in the middle, and then like wraps around itself, turning into a blade as it comes down to make 2 attacks on you.
Whoa.
Wow. I just rolled a natural 1 and a natural 20.
That's all that's
Uh,
been rolled so far.
So I'm assuming the natural 1 misses and the natural 20 hits.
You'd
Yeah.
assume wrong. The natural 1 hits.
What?
Does a nat 20 hit?
So that's 22 points of slashing damage. As the first attack comes raking down and slices across your chest, and the second one you manage to dip back as his arm kind of fidgets weird and doesn't make a full swing. But that's your turn now.
Alright, I am going to. And is he like. Did you say something about him grappling me or something?
No, his arm turned into a sword and slashed at you twice, but he's within melee range of you.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at 6th level.
Okay.
Then make a DC 17 con save.
Okay, and let me look up something.
And yeah, there may be like he gets an attack of opportunity or something against me for a spell.
Thunder Wave. Each creature in a 15-foot cube.
Yeah. Oh wait.
That would be outside of that.
Haha.
Okay. It makes a what save?
17 con save.
Okay. For natural 20.
Oof.
Alright.
Killing it.
Then, okay.
So it still takes half damage, but it isn't pushed.
Yep. Yeah, 13 points of damage.
What level did you cast it at?
6th.
Jesus. Okay. And how much damage?
13.
Okay. The thunder wave comes out and it rocks back, and some of the wires seem, some of the connectors seem to kind of crack, but then it comes back up. Is that your turn?
Going to move back.
Okay. It will get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yep. Wait, how?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
All right. So as you move away, again, seems the mechanical workings of it seem to be breaking under the pressure, so it's like slashing but not making a full slashing motion, and you get away.
What does his attack sound like, Kyle?
Shing. Shing.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to do that for every attack.
Okay. That is your turn.
Okay. I cast Spike Growth in an area around him. 20 feet. Whoa. Yeah, that'll do it.
All right.
This area is the rough terrain, and for every 5 feet he moves, it's 2d4 piercing damage.
I love that spell.
Yeah, and for my...
What happens if you put 2 spike growths on top of each other?
Is it just extra spiky?
Does it deal bonus damage?
Let me see.
It'd be interesting.
Additionally, for my bonus action, I'd like to reload a couple crossbows. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many can I do in a bonus?
Because you have the feat, you can do all 3 as a bonus action.
Okay, I reload all 3, and I'd like to back up some more too, but I can't move my character. No, probably because
It's because you have the radius thing.
Sweet. Okay. And then that is my turn.
All right. The construct looks up at you.
And cries.
Yes, grovel, coward, beg. Just kidding. He's a construct. Feels nothing.
It looks at you, Vap, and with its other hand reaches up really quick, and out from the sides of it 2 crossbow
Whoa!
bows out, and then points his fist at you and shoots a crossbow bolt.
Oh my god. Battle of crossbows right now. The showdown.
Does an 18 hit?
No.
So pulls out the crossbow and fires, and you dexterously dodge, and the large crossbow bolt, which is
Give me a second, guys. My mom's
as it's
calling.
now closer, is like a full like longbow bolt,
Mhm.
but just like heftier. And it's now lodged into the wall behind you.
Jeez. Okay. Okay.
But Griff, that is your turn. Or actually, it's going to start moving forward and take some damage. So it's going to move 15 feet, so that's 3
So I
3
roll it?
things. Yeah.
That is 64. 18 points of damage.
As it's rolling forward, the metal is now like breaking apart as it's with every like 5 feet it moves. Some part is falling off and falling off and falling off, and soon like its arm falls off and its other arm falls off, and then it just like collapses forward into the rest of the thorns.
Wow.
It is not moving anymore.
Yeah, take that. Suck.
And you guys are standing there for like a couple seconds, and then on the back wall you see the two numbers appear again, and the center pillar, the button seems to raise to that half position again, with the glyph glowing on top.
Oh.
And then the numbers start counting down again.
I looked at Griff. We gotta get out of here.
I pressed the button again.
No.
Okay. As you press the button, the two numbers on the back wall disappear, and everything's silent for a second, and then you hear kerchunk as another ball rolls out to the side, and a second construct pulls up. Do you guys want to roll initiative again?
8th level acid arrow.
Okay, I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Just roll initiative, and we'll see if you can get that acid arrow in before it moves.
Okay. Come on. 22.
Dope.
18.
We're both playing D&D. All right. Anyway.
Right.
Sorry about that.
No problem. What you missed is they beat it. The button came up again. The numbers reappeared. They pushed the button, and a second one came out the wall.
Nerds.
It's the ominous countdown. Come on.
Okay, are we gonna do this next time?
So yeah, Griff, you're up first. So you release what?
Oh, I was
8th
wondering
level acid arrow.
next battle, or if we're gonna go over to somebody else.
Does a 12 hit?
Well,
We'll do this one, and then if we'll see what you guys do next. Does a what hit?
12.
You launch it, and it seems to move as the acid arrow flies through the air. It does not connect.
Okay, and splash damage. 16 points.
All right. And what type of damage is that?
Acid.
Okay. All right. So the acid bounces off the back wall and splashes onto it, melting a little bit, but it doesn't seem super bothered by it.
Shit.
Is that your turn?
I fly back, or yeah, just kind of do a quick swoop back over here,
Okay.
and then yeah, it's my turn.
That.
I use my bonus action first. I move Hunter's Mark onto this new construct.
Okay. The centipede reappears onto it.
I'm gonna hit him with all 3 crossbolts. Oof. Ideally, anyways. It's a plus 12 to that. What is
So
that?
yes, that hits.
Yay. Okay. So that's 3d10, 3d6, and then plus 5 to this. So 29 points of damage.
Don't you get +5 for each bolt that hits?
I just said plus 5 on top of it. I didn't know if it was plus 5.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, but I intended it just to be 1 attack, but
Okay.
either way is fine.
That's what I thought. It's supposed to be, but then I moved back.
Okay. It starts rolling forward, and then, similar to the first one, pulls out its left arm and aims a crossbow bolt at you. This time it's aiming at Griff as... No.
1 second.
Shouldn't
Is
there
my
still be rough
spike
terrain
still
there?
It should be.
Then yeah, so it would only be able to move to here.
Sweet. And then, does it take the 2d4?
Yes.
Alright, I'm rolling it.
And then I think it would take an extra one because it moved like 10 feet.
It takes 2d4 for each.
Well, I thought the radius was kind of like right next to the pedestal here.
That's true. So yeah.
It was centered on the pedestal for 20 feet.
It was like right next to. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is a lot more than I thought it was. What's your verdict, Kyle?
Roll two more.
Okay, so 5 more points of damage. So 10 from spike growth so far.
So, and it's starting to look rough, but it points an arrow at Vap.
Ooh. Beat my 19.
It rolled a 1. So as it pulls out, the arrow snaps before it even leaves its arm, and then the crossbow arm seems to like be stuck at a weird, odd angle.
Woo!
Griff.
He's jammed. Get him while he's down.
Yeah, I'm going to just throw a quick frostbite and make a DC 17 con save.
That's a 2.
Cool.
So much for your guys' nat 20s.
3d6. 8 points of damage, and the next attack has disadvantage.
Okay, and what attack was that?
It was a frostbite.
Okay, so as you reach out, the frostbite goes and starts like congealing around its joints, and similar to the first one, the joints start to fall off, and then it falls over on the ground. So now there's 2 laying on the ground, unmoving.
Got like 8 hours of hunter's mark. I can do this all day.
Similar to the first one, the pedestal again goes up to the half position with the mark on it with 2 numbers on the back wall starting to count down.
Jeez.
I walk over to it.
Really slowly because of spike growth, or like careful of that health?
Oh,
He flies to it.
I fly over and perch on top of it.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can do. And look at you, look at the pedestal, point at it, and look back at you really seriously and say, "Don't touch." And then I fly off.
Okay. I hope he goes mining again so I can yell again. Like.
Yeah, I was gonna go mine again.
Okay.
Hey,
Vap, what are you doing?
I stay for a moment. I wander
Okay.
back over to the table and then to the markings on the wall. I try and investigate a little closer.
Okay. So the markings are counting down, and pretty soon it gets to 1 instead of 2, and that's also counting down, and then it gets to 0, and then the button goes into the full up position.
Oh,
You use the timer trap, Kyle.
Wow.
Oh my god. And they fell for it twice.
it felt very urgent. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's the timer trap.
Of course you're gonna press the button.
No, you never press the button in the timer trap.
Alright. While that's happening, I will switch over to Slicks and Bo Daniel.
Oh thank God, I have to pee so bad, so bad. Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Alright. Alright, summon you guys.
Oh, that's weird.
Hmm.
It like loaded in all the walls without windows first.
Oh, weird. All right. So you guys in the last session were looking around the dragon's lair and have picked up this wormling. You've just returned from the Feywild using the coin and reappear back in front of the guild. Bo Daniel, you're holding this wormling, and Slicks, you're standing next to him.
How is the wormling reacting to teleporting to a new plane of existence?
As soon as you grab it and teleport, it appears in the material plane. It looks around and it's frantically like backing up and looking around, but then it seems to calm down as it's taking in its surroundings.
Go give the coin back and find something to do with this.
Yeah, I guess we head to Garnus to inform him that all of the dragons are dead except for Steve here.
Okay.
Steve?
Oh, I'm sorry. Stev.
Stefan.
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 It's a work in progress kind of name.
Okay, are you both going in there, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead the wormling by his little clawed hand.
As you approach, it's not letting you get closer. I mean, it's
I
calm.
roll animal handling then.
You can certainly try.
Oh god. I'm gonna give myself advantage. Tides of Chaos. That's 26.
26. As you reach out, you pull out like a small piece of food and give it to it, and it takes it and eats it like super needing food, and it lets you like pet it, and then you start leading it, as it's still like kind of distracted by like the tough jerky that you gave it.
Can I get an aya?
Yeah.
Do I need to chew up the food for it?
Oh,
Baby bird.
I'll
No, I
baby
mean,
bird it.
okay, big bird.
Definitely has like razor sharp teeth. It's doing fine. It's just like distracted, which is kind of what you want. But you head into the guild.
Yes.
All right. You head in and it's fairly empty, and it doesn't seem like there's anyone here.
No one's there.
Nope.
What?
Go find him, I guess.
Is there a bell on Garnus's desk?
There isn't. But, I mean, you can yell if you'd like.
I ring my bell.
You ring your bell. And after a little bit, you see Brett come up the stairs and kind of peek around. Looks like you're all back.
Can we get an aya?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're so quiet.
The dragons were all annihilated. This is the only survivor.
Oh, whoa. And kind of like sits down and puts his head in his hands.
I like that you didn't
Wait,
ease him
wait,
into it
wait.
at all. You just fucking dropped that.
This is bad. This is really
It's the end
bad.
of the world. We don't have time for pleasantries.
Uh,
Can I get an... I'm not saying it anymore.
I kind of shake him a little bit by the shoulders and like, wake up, man. We have more important things to do than grieve.
What?
I'm not grieving. This is just bad.
I slap him across the face.
Get a hold
Pull
of
yourself
yourself.
together.
What?
I feel like this got really intense.
Well, Garnus is helping out with the wall. I think he said he was going to the east.
All right, watch this thing.
Well, don't leave it here.
We can't take it with us.
Oh, we can.
I mean, isn't Vap and I forgot his Levi's
Griff?
character's name. Griff back?
I have no idea, and that's kind of what I was trying to figure out, but
Because they've been gone for like 4 days, and so far,
yeah, so I have no idea if you guys are back or not. Depends on how the rest of your time in the dungeon works. So I'm going to say for now, you guys went out to do something else,
okay.
Okay.
because the time is weird when you guys are split up.
And then, how many days total did it take from my trip?
About
4?
3 to get
6,
there,
because
1
3 to get there,
stay,
and then
one night.
it's like the 6th day
Okay.
as you return.
And this is what, day 4 for them,
Yeah.
or is this day 5?
Yeah, so they have like a day and a half before you return.
Okay.
Yeah, I can watch it if you guys just what does it eat?
Referring to it as an it. You're so mean. Them.
Is it a lady or a dude dragon?
Do you want to check?
Yes.
You just say them.
Describe its dragon genitalia.
You go to check, and even with a 26, it's not going to let you fondle its junk.
I'm not trying to fondle it. I'm assuming it's not wearing a loincloth.
Sure.
Like anybody can see that I'm a dude horse. I don't have pants on.
Jeez.
You're a
Okay.
dude horse? I never noticed.
You never noticed my horse dong
Yeah, it's
swaying
not
in
big
the
enough to
wind?
notice.
You look in it,
Yeah,
it's
it
a
is.
male dragon.
Also,
Alright.
lizards don't have exposed genitalia.
Yeah.
No, but you could see if it had.
No,
Somebody look up.
Yeah, if someone can help, just look up lizard genitalia.
We have a male and female snake. Those are both reptiles.
Oh yeah.
Can you look at their junk real quick?
Hey
Yeah,
Kyle,
yeah,
in
give me a
your
second.
world, Kyle, do dragons have junk?
Yes.
what?
See,
What kind of junk?
God,
Is it like barbed?
guys.
Sure.
Okay.
So like.
And what about the
Superman.
penises? Are those also barbed?
That's what
So anyway, getting back to the story, it is a male dragon.
Okay, so the male penises are smooth then, not barbed. Got it.
I can take care of it while you guys go talk to Garnus if you think that would be best. Whew.
Fine. Don't let it, die.
I okay.
Kind of the last one. Later.
And
Gonna
it, like,
leave.
starts wandering around. And you guys take off, and Brett is just like looking at it, and then like,
Hey, you
Takes
changed into
out-
orcs.
what? Oh yeah. He takes out like an apple and kind of rolls it to it as you guys leave.
Or Brad will get eaten. One of the two. He's a side character anyway, so
He's a paladin.
he's not important.
That's true.
Okay, can I ride on you until we get to the wall?
Okay, Giddy.
Yes, you always ride. On me. That's our whole
Okay.
thing. 2 archers in 1 40-foot movement. Busted. Just
You
stack centaurs on top of me.
you guys make your way to the east of town, where you see that
human
there is
centaur?
a wall being set up. You see
You say-
Garnus and Primulus standing there with the four orc builders, all like quickly setting stuff up. It looks like they're just now starting on setting up the wall, and it looks like before they've like cleared out a path for where the wall will be and like flattened it out.
There's no farm animals in town to help, is there?
Not really. The only horses were rented out to take the people. Other than that, there's
God.
like pigs
Damn it.
and goats. But
Dang.
as you guys are walking through town, you do see the large construct dragon is walking through town carrying supplies.
Okay, so I don't have to like drag a plow or anything to help
No,
them.
not yet.
Well, I approach Garnus.
Oh, hello. Was your quest successful?
I give him a solemn and somber look. Shake my head. They're gone. They're all gone.
What? What? The
There's only one survivor. Seems to be a child.
all of the dragon people are gone?
Besides the
All
baby.
of them.
He
Dead
like
to stab wounds and fire.
he like sits back and like is just like laying on the ground, like back on the ground, just like with hands over the face, and he said that loud enough that like Primulus and the orcs all like turn and kind of like look over to see what's happening.
I shake him. Pull yourself together, man.
He like gets up a little bit and like and like throws up next to him.
I slap him. We don't have time for this. I hand
Okay.
him a wine skin.
And like drinks it. Is it full of wine or water?
It's full of wine. I have
Okay.
4 wine skins and 4 water skins.
Starts drinking it. Can he
Bo
sits
Daniel's
there?
a secret alcoholic, by the way.
Well, do you know what happened? Like, what happened? There were so many of them.
Stabbed.
What?
They were killed quickly, efficiently, bodies burned.
Oh, this is awful. But you're right. We need to do what we can do now. You said that there was a child.
With what's his name? Brett? Brett? Yeah, Brett has it.
Okay. Okay, Brett has him. Can he converse? Is he one of the dragon folk that can communicate?
If he can, he's not letting on.
Whew. Okay. 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 Well, I'm sorry. Well, you did complete your quest. So we will compensate you for that. Whew.
We have no need for money. The end of the world is coming.
Then give me your share.
But right now we need to keep moving forward. What will you two do now?
Oh, what do you need help with?
Well, as of right now, we're putting up the wall, and we are putting a team together that will, well, I guess we're not putting the team together yet, but we need a team to scout out the circle rocks again to hopefully get more information. But whoever goes there does need to have an aspect of stealth to them. We also need to put together a team to go to the capital
Party
ruins.
split.
Um,
Because this just works great.
yeah. We also need a team to go to the capital ruins that was marked on our map earlier. Given your group's background, I believe that quest may be more adequate to you all. So,
Healthy.
some of your teammates have returned, but they are off helping. And Crom and more have yet to return, but they should be returning any day now.
Take a day to rest and help with the wall. Wait for the party to return.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. Okay. And then he starts going through like what they've been doing to set up the wall, and that the orcs are in charge of setting up like the foundation, and everyone else seems to be gathering wood or transporting it across town, or like tilling the land so that they have a foundation, but that step of the process seems to be finished. So, do you guys want to do anything in the next couple of days, or are you just resting and helping with the wall?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Until everybody gets back, just help with the wall.
Okay. So over the next couple of days, you guys are like going through, you're taking your well-deserved rest, but you're also carrying all of like the wood that the orcs need to build the wall from the west side of town to the east side of town.
Yeah, with all of the strength that those two possess.
Yeah.
You know my carrying capacity?
It's probably pretty high because I think you
'Cause I
count
do.
as one size larger when you determine carrying
What's
capacity
your
or
Like
something like that.
600 pounds.
That's it.
So yeah, you guys spend the next couple of days helping out. And at that time, Crom, you do arrive back in the town. It is about like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Okay. We have too many people now.
I know. Crom. There.
Oh, I already placed me. Where'd I go?
Oh. I put you at the south side of town.
South side?
I can carry 510 pounds.
You can carry that much?
Yeah, I can push, drag, or lift. What is it? 3 times that or 2 times that?
Yeah, as you come into town, you immediately notice the same things where the tilled ground for where the wall will be has been created. You notice that the large metallic dragon is being utilized to carry wood around and all the materials that people need. And it seems like as you approach, you see Virior and Stio are prepping, like just around this area. And as you pass by, they're just, hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing? I can see you guys have been making some progress in town.
Yeah, we have created. This is our portion. Hopefully what we are doing is helping. Did all of the people in town get to Venari safely?
They did. They did.
Oh, that's a huge relief. Well,
Baby.
good day to you.
Good day.
And they both go back to kind of what they were doing.
And yeah, I continue to the guild hall.
Okay. You walk into the guild, and the first thing you see is Brett with like a wormling dragon like climbing up and around stuff. And he's like trying to console it and like corner it.
Brett.
He turns around and he's just, oh, hi. This looks weird.
I see we have a new guest.
Yeah.
This looks weird. This isn't what it looks like. I wasn't questioning it until you said that.
Your companions can probably explain a lot better than I can. They should be probably towards the southeast side of town, helping out with the wall.
I nod to him, give another glance over to the dragon and back to him, and then turn around and leave.
Okay.
Junior.
He's southeast.
Bottom right.
Yeah, well, bottom right is relative to orientation of the current screen.
You're still super quiet, Dakota.
Oh, I pushed my mic back.
Man. I kind of want to get the rest of you guys back in town.
They're back in town. Done.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do in the dungeon?
Take a couple crystal samples, and then we go back.
Okay.
Yeah, just take a shit ton of crystals and that's it.
Okay, so you guys spend like the rest of your time in there collecting crystals, and I would say that you got two large, or not like large, but like two fair-sized sacks of what like this crystal.
Stacks of them.
Sized.
Two sacks of chiseled down green emeralds or
There's
crystals.
emeralds?
They're crystals of some origin. But you guys do arrive back in town after traveling back, and you find that Garnus and the rest of the townsfolk have been building up this wall for the past few days, or day, I guess, because you guys got back the second day. Is there anything you guys want to do, like, as soon as you get into town?
Go talk to Lur. I also have a sample of the liquid, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just follow along.
I'd hope so. You're the main guy with the crystals, I am assuming.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay. So, that and Griff. I put you guys in front of the lab.
Nope.
So as you walk inside the research laboratory, you immediately see to the left the three town mages around a table seem to be very busy with their work, and then you see Lur off in the back corner with his research.
Okay. Let's see. 1 second. I'm having issues like grabbing my character. Okay. As if not to alert them, I just eavesdrop as I walk by.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Not funny.
Dope. So
It's
yeah,
like the whole time, like.
yeah. As you
She's
as
standing
you walk
perfectly
by-
still, just eating chips.
you slyly kind of get close enough to where you can listen in, and they're talking about a way of setting up a barrier. One of them is just like, that's impossible, we can't do the whole town. And another one is, well, we can at least do a building with the three of us. And another one is just like, well, maybe if we do both spells, then it will enhance. And then the other one's just like, well, don't we already have something? And they like continue like arguing back and forth between like what they think is a better option for whatever they're talking about.
Was one dude just thinking about saving the three of them?
And okay, at about this time, he's gonna Griff's gonna come over and plop down at the table and put down the 2 bags of crystals and look at whoever we were supposed to give these to and motion to the crystals and say dungeon.
Yeah, he's not there.
Yeah, these 3 people have nothing to do with the mission.
Oh, I misheard. Damn
Also,
it.
Kyle,
Yeah,
make
like,
sure you're paying
walking
attention to your
by
chat.
Slyly. Like,
Never mind. I'm just standing out here. Oh, I'm apparently standing on top of the doorway.
Okay, so do you still walk over to them and put the bags down, or?
No, I just kind of stand there because I don't know any of them.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
as you guys enter the room,
fine.
Paisley just
Like-
disappears.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna literally just stand where my character is and just,
Okay, awkwardly stand in the doorway.
Yo.
Cool. Vap, what are you doing?
Before I move on, though, was one of them saying that we should say themselves, kind of thing?
They were talking about how with their magical abilities they couldn't encapsulate the whole town with one of their spells, but they could do a whole building.
Okay. Okay.
That's as much as you heard.
Awesome. I just wanted to get a grasp of their plans. After that,
What building are we gonna choose for the keep at Helm's Deep?
you are not here. You don't get to know. But,
Dad's there.
You're not Chad.
yeah.
But aren't I?
No,
No.
you're not.
Bro.
You only occasionally get to, voice them. But after that, after I do my little drive-by eavesdrop, I go over to work.
Okay. And Lur seems pretty busy with his work, but as you approach, or actually no, because you're super stealthy, so he's busy with his work.
I materialize next to him. Lur!
Hello. This is unexpected. Have you returned from your quest already?
And we have some stuff for you to look at.
Oh, of course.
I pull out a thick, viscous liquid.
Viscous.
I'm like, this is for you. It was just on a random fountain. And then I'm like, Griff, come over here. Griff has something for you as well.
I take one of the crystals out of the bag and just kind of hand it to him. It says 2 bags.
Crystals.
He takes it, and he opens up the bag and, give me give me 20 minutes, and I
20
will.
minutes.
Stop!
Give me 20 minutes, and I'll have both of these identified.
Identified.
And he like goes back and like clears off a spot from the table, kind of brushing papers aside, and sets the two things down and sits down and starts like waving his hands over one of the objects.
Objects.
Are you guys just waiting for the 10 minutes, or?
Yeah.
I'm twiddling my thumbs. Just
All
like,
right.
hey.
After the first 10 minutes, he's waving his hand over the liquid, and he's like, "Oh, where did you get this?" Well,
We got it in Teo's hideout. And that's what we're calling it.
well, drinking this will make it easier for you to negate the effects of any mind-altering effects that others may be putting on you.
Ooh. Okay.
It doesn't last for very long.
I feel like
but...
this isn't Lur speaking.
Oh, shit. This doesn't last for very long.
That's better.
That's a lot better.
This doesn't last for very long, but drinking this will give you a short burst of higher protection around your mind.
Wow. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, we can get more if we need it. Do we think it'll be useful for defending the town?
Well, going over my notes, the biggest problem that I'm having determining is there are some stories of this Umbra manipulating those around him. So this may very well be very helpful in that aspect. But again, those are things that
I hadn't
mentioned.
Sorry to interrupt. I hadn't seen this chest.
Oh shit.
It's
Oh yeah, that was with the ice update.
I don't remember it glowing like this though.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, maybe
That's
it's
dope.
because everything when we were testing out the chest, everything else like around it was so white.
That could be why. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we tested it in the snow.
Yeah, I think I had like a bleach effect over it or something.
Yeah, that is dope. And it's
That is.
huge. That is a huge chest.
But those
Just
are
like my
just,
wife
What? What did you
Thank-
say?
having a huge chest.
Oh. Yeah. Alright. Carry on.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
But yes, those are just stories that I'm hintily picking up between the different things. But are these the only two things that you found in the dungeon, or?
Oh, I present him a piece of paper.
Oh, perfect. And he sits down again, and he seems to be doing like the waving over the crystals, but at the same time, he's also looking over this paper, and it looks like he's deciphering what it's saying.
Hmm.
Wait, I thought I took the paper.
Oh, I elbow Griff and I'm like, give him the paper.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought you guys were talking about a different paper bit. Okay,
Oh.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
So-
He seems to be identifying this while also focusing on the paper. And after 10 minutes, towards the end of it, he then focuses completely on the crystal. And after the 10 minutes, he looks back at you. This is very impressive. So this material can be used by spellcasters, and motions towards Griff. You may or may not have run into this with your type of magic, but some spells require material components, and some of those components can be quite pricey or can be very hard to find. and this material will take the place of any material that you would be using in a spell, of equal value, of course.
Wow.
Cool.
And
Okay.
kind of gives you back the paper. This paper is pretty much notes on how it's been used in creating some sort of creature. Something about a button. I'm not sure what it's trying to say, but it describes using this material for spells that they didn't necessarily have the necessary materials for.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. While we were down in the dungeon, we discovered a button. It would create constructs for us to battle.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if it had any that sort of nonsense. Okay. Yeah, but is
Okay.
there any other sort of things from the cave? We could always go get more of the crystals if it'll help in our preparation. We should convene with our other party members first, though.
Absolutely.
All right. So, are you guys just sticking around town because it's been 2 days, so it'll be a couple days before the rest of your team arrives?
Oh. If that's the case, then we'll help the townspeople till they arrive. We're gonna lay low for the moment. I'll
Okay.
share with them.
So you guys rest up, and you both get your long rest, and then help out the townsfolk with building the wall and getting things prepared. And then
Okay.
after the 6th day, Crom and Moore arrive back in town, meet up with Bo Daniel and Slicks, and then you all meet up again to form one party.
For
One
now.
party.
If we must, I guess.
Our
and then-
party number 1's gonna be over here. Party number 2's gonna be over here. And party number 3 can go right here.
And you guys all meet up on the east side of town.
When I meet back up, I update Bo Daniels, everyone about the townspeople are safely there. We have the support of the Venari guild members, specifically the Farkle squad.
Where on the east?
Very east side where there's like a
Oh.
wall.
Hello. Okay.
Levi, put your character there as
Information
well.
Cool.
Did you? Oh.
I share about the crystals we found. I gloss over the fact of the constructs, and us
Could we,
falling the trap.
after you mention the constructs and you know do you mention the button?
Yeah, I mentioned the butt.
Okay, so after she mentions that, I'm gonna be like, could we use those constructs in our defenses?
They're pretty grouchy. I don't know if I could tame these fellas.
Who said anything about taming them? What if we built a trench around the entire town and filled it with these constructs?
Oh. It only takes around 23 seconds roughly to spawn a construct. So, depending on how many daylight hours we have, we could pump out quite a bit of them.
Stevens have wings.
Do
Uh,
we have wings?
oh, the little dragon.
His name's not Steven, is it?
No, demons.
Oh.
Oh, demons. That depends on
Yeah.
the demon.
Yeah, it depends on the demon. Wow.
Well,
Racist.
well, I'm assuming that the big bad evil thing is related to the, giant crater filled with flying evil red things that we've run into. So
You mean the circle
maybe
rocks?
a trench. Yeah, or even a wall. Probably not the greatest of ideas.
Yeah, but if they're not all flying, then if it slows down some of them, it makes it easier to handle.
At this point, Griff tosses out a few centipedes and giant flies them and starts cuddling with one because why the heck not? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so we all update everything about everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and I look to Garnus and say, "Where do you need us next?"
Oh well. Oh man, I'm trying to get out of Lur's voice now. As I was telling Bo Daniel and Slicks earlier, I think your team would be best utilized going up to the dragon capital that we now know of. I don't know if I trust any other team to make that long of a trek, as it's much farther than we've been out before. We are also sending another team, or your team if you really, really do want to embark on it, to try to infiltrate the Circle Rocks and scout out some of it without being noticed, preferably.
If you believe that these other people can do this without engaging on the enemy, I think that should be fine.
Okay. Yes. So if that's the case, I think it would be best for you all with your set of skills being senior members to make the trek up to the north, actually northeast side of the continent. So
head east.
No.
West.
No.
Nice.
Ugh, okay. Where are we going?
And then Garnus motions to Bo Daniel. And Bo Daniel, I heard word this morning that Chad has gotten word back from your tribe.
Are they tribes? Tribes of centaurs?
So
Centaurs.
you might want to converse with him about what that message was.
I shall do that.
Okay. Are you heading straight there, or are you kind of waiting to see what everyone was doing?
Well, I'm assuming that we're going towards the...
hard echo.
The echo is so bad.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was close to Katie's head.
Yeah, don't be close to her at all.
Yeah, never.
Okay.
No, we kid.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's why I moved you to the other room.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get an ooh
Yeah, I'm
woo?
assuming we're going...
No.
Ooh,
No.
woo.
Levi, can I get an ooh woo?
He's
No.
not back.
I'm going
Alright.
to talk with Chad.
I'm disappointed, Levi.
All right. So Bo Daniel heads over to the research center to talk to Chad. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna talk to Garnus about we need a better mode of communication between him and the Varanari people.
Okay.
Just in case it hits the fan.
And
Sending
I'm gonna start
messengers.
prepping for the journey.
Okay.
So how long did you say this journey was again?
He didn't say.
Oh. I inquire about that.
Well, we don't really know because nobody's been out that far.
Well,
Is that-
the journey to the and I'll switch over to the world map for this, since you guys do have access to a map.
Yeah.
and he kind of takes out the map and is pointing at things while showing you. So we're here in Broken Wheel, and the journey to the East Tower before the road was built took about 2 days. And he's kind of doing calculations in his head, and so am I.
Well,
Uh,
here you go, Kyle.
Yeah, just let me know what kind of supplies we need to bring.
So if everything goes perfectly, it would be maybe a 2 weeks journey to get there.
Whoa. What's our time frame again? How much longer do we have?
We had 2 months, and it's been 6 days. Oh, wait,
A week.
Oh, okay.
well, it also took
So-
us to travel back from the
Yeah.
snow.
So you guys
Well, we
are
could get.
on the 27th of Wessie.
Is that like?
I
Is
don't
that
know
like?
what
Is
that
that like?
means.
Is that like Bussy, but for women?
Sure. So you guys have about 1.5 months, or 6 weeks.
Okay.
Do we know where the threat's coming from exactly?
You know that Umbrum is being held inside of the Circle Rocks. So pretty much what you guys are doing, and what the plan is from Garnus at least, is that you guys are collecting information, weapons, or items to hopefully defeat Umbrum before the Circle Rocks are opened up, because the Pit Fiend Thorban has been using his power to keep the barrier up that's keeping him inside of the Circle Rocks, but his power is waning and only has that 2 months since you guys talked to him. So you're hoping to defeat him before that barrier is broken, and everyone else is planning for worst case scenario if you guys don't beat him and have to defend themselves.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's some heavy shit.
What does Chad say?
yeah, I'll
What does the
come
chat
back to
say?
Broken Wheel.
He says a lot of bruh and dude.
What does Chad say? Bro.
Dude, dude, dude,
Huh.
dude, 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 dude.
That was middle school for me.
So young.
So you go over to the research center, and inside you see Chad talking with an older gentleman and beeper sneakers, McSqueakers.
Can you fucking not?
Okay, lead me in again. Where are we?
At the research center, it's kind of like southwest of town.
Is
So-
that just
I enter.
It's where you talk to Lur.
Oh.
You enter and you see all three of them over the same table, and they're talking. And it's been a couple of days, so they now have an idea of, well, if we continuously cast a spell, I don't think all of us will be able to keep it up. And then the other one is like, we have this item, we don't need the spell anymore. And then you walk in, and they all kind of like turn and look at you.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, sup?
I heard you have a message for me.
Oh yeah. So I messaged your family, and they said that they were gonna be on their way to come pick you up and take you home. So they said just to be ready when they get here. That's really all they said. They said that they're sending. Let's see. They said that they were sending two of them, a Sarva, I think, and an arrow. You know those
Tell
names.
them to.
God, come on, get into your inner frat boy.
Bro.
You're literally living in a
Tell
dorm.
him
You could do
to-
better
Yeah,
than
I'm
this.
living in the dorms, not a frat.
I go over to Bo Daniels and I'm like, I tug on a lock of his mane or whatever. Right.
Or whatever.
It's a
It's
I
a
was like-
brain. Thank you.
I'm like, you're bailing on us?
Tell them to meet me in town in roughly a month and a half's time.
I mean, I can try, bro, but like they said that they were on their way already. They also said that the rest of them were heading up north, past the desert, on the edge of the snow, to set up camp for the rest of them. But I mean, I can definitely try.
Okay. Thank you, kind bro.
Back at you.
I kind of clip-clop my way out,
All right.
lost in thought and contemplation.
I'm like, hey, Bo Daniel, they said they're coming to pick you up. What does that
Yes.
mean? That means you're not gonna be here when people are attacking? Griff, are you still
Well,
here?
I mean, they could try and
I was
find me,
just,
but it
like,
sounds like we'll be gone.
Randomly calling people.
You
Wait,
wouldn't
wait.
understand. It's tribal politics.
Tribal politics of you abandoning your life? Or,
I never said I'm leaving anyone. They won't find me in town.
everybody's gonna tell them where you are.
Well, then worst comes to worst. They meet us at the Capitol ruin, and we use them for help.
They're gonna do
Help's
that?
going too?
What? Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Chad leans out. He's like, I sent him another message. They didn't sound too happy, but like, you know, they said that they were coming to pick you up and that they were like already halfway here. Do you want me to tell them to like go back or?
No, it's fine.
What?
Just don't send any more messages.
I'm telling Crom, and I like.
I'm not leaving.
I'm telling Mom.
I'm telling Rom.
How do I get back to the guild hall?
We're not at the guild hall,
Very
first of
center
all.
of town, above right next to the dragon.
I just like sprint
Learn
off,
the town,
look
Paisley.
around, and I'm like,
I
Hey,
just
who let the dragon
follow
out?
her.
You wouldn't know that the dragon has been used to transfer materials across town and kind of been using as like the labor of
Oh.
moving things.
Good point.
Uh,
Like,
it's being piloted, and I forget who was around for it, but it's now being piloted by Spiarmf and Spearmf, the two otters.
Oh, they
Oh, that's when Dakota drugged everybody.
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah.
And before you guys remember them having a very rough time trying to control us, but it seems like they are excellently piloting this at this point.
aw. Okay.
Proud of them.
I come to the hall and I look around. I'm like, where's that crumb?
Crom, where are you?
Well, I was still over here talking with Garnus about preparations and everything.
Oh, okay.
I start heading that way then.
You know, you guys were gone for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Where are you? Fuck.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
Okay.
Because she should know this by now.
Like west?
You'll get there, Paisley.
So just follow Paisley around. She's in the middle of nowhere.
I just know it's on the outskirts of the town.
She's... I just see her in the distance moving.
Where are you guys?
They're the east side of town.
Kyle! She was going backwards at
Yeah.
that point!
Doom. Ugh.
Oh my fucking god!
So that wanders around town for a while.
Oh.
At
I
this
come
point,
here,
we are
I'm
prepared
sweating.
to leave.
Like,
Like, have you packed your bags?
no.
Go to the guild house and pack your bags.
Wait. I haven't. Yes. Bo Daniel, his family is coming. I'm gonna take him away. Sounds like I don't know. I don't want him participating in the battle.
I just look
Wait.
at Bo Daniels, and I just like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So you overhear a private conversation with a centaur's family, and you're just like, "Oh my god, I have to tell my daddy on here."
I have to tell
When
the
he's just
town.
like, "Nah, I'm not leaving."
It's our daddy.
Our daddy.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, bye. And then I go and pack my bags and stuff. Oh.
Yeah,
I
for
put
your
flicks
change
on
of.
my bag.
What are you packing? You don't have a change of clothes.
I wear clothes.
No, yeah, she does. Fab has a bunch of clothes.
Yeah.
She stole a bunch of them.
Oh, that's
I
right.
have
That's right.
scarves that are antiques.
All right. Well, you can unload any of your spoils from your trip.
Yeah, some of them ended up to be scary. Others were just like clothes. No, but I have to go feed my fellows and stuff, and I give them all a scrap. Then I come back.
Okay. And when you head over there, you see Theo, who's been keeping care of all your pets.
Oh, Theo, you're still at it?
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
He's-
You did.
There's
You
a
did ask
polar
me.
bear there, and a fucking
And also a
Mapinguari.
giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked him very kindly if he could keep it up for 2 more weeks.
Oh,
And I
yeah,
give
of
him-
course. It's actually been pretty fun, and he like leans down and like gives scritches to Crunchies.
Oh, that's
Oh,
very
I hate
nice.
it.
He gives like a
Yeah.
Skitters
Oh.
around his leg.
Yeah, he just like crunches happily.
kind of like goes up his sleeve and
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out through the neck
Comes out
hole.
the other side. It's a magic trick. He disappears. Okay, I give him 5 gold. I'm like, here's a little bit for your trouble. I'll give you more when I come back. And I give him a wave and I jog off again.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay. Going back.
Okay. Hey, you found it.
I didn't go all the way to the guild hall that time.
So yeah, are you guys just packing up and getting prepared?
Yeah, we're gonna be getting
never
prepared.
unpacked.
Getting provisions because it's gonna be a longer trip. And
Oh, Daniel, you go into your room and there's still that knife in the wall. That's about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I wanna sharpen my weapons and.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna go into my blacksmith area, and I'm gonna like take care of all my weapons and armor.
Okay. Yeah, and it's pretty late afternoon, so if you guys want to just like take the rest of the day to prepare and get all your things together, and then plan on like setting out in the morning.
Do I have anything in my inventory that I want to drop off at the? I also go and talk to the mages to see if any of them were able to recreate the teleportation thing.
Okay. So you go over to the research center as well?
Yeah. We all had different things we needed to be here for.
You more so talk to the old guy and Beeper Sneakers.
Well, Chad also can do teleportation.
He can, but he was also focused on a few other things.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So these two kind of took over that.
Chad's the switchboard.
Yeah.
Everybody has to interact with Broken Wheel through Chad.
And Lur.
Yeah. But Sneakers is just like, oh yeah, well, we looked it over and it's pretty complex. And we got to studying it. I don't know if we'll be able to recreate it in a short amount of time, but we do understand it a little bit more. It's very similar to a normal teleportation circle, but it has some added layers of protection. Where a normal teleportation circle you can get from circle to circle with just knowing the shape and design of that particular circle. This one needs extra components.
I produced
like
the
a
doorstone.
You what?
I produced the doorstone for my bag.
Did you get that at the same?
I did.
Oh, well, that probably is it. And they kind of look at each other. Do you want us to identify it, or?
I've already done that. And this is a way to activate this specific.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So, and we know that this one is in the ruins on the coast. And we do assume that there probably are more circles like this around. But we can't locate them with what we have. I
was just curious if you guys were able to recreate the teleportation circle there, and if this doorstone would work the same way as it would on that.
So we aren't able to recreate this circle, but the doorstone is interesting in that you don't need to be magical whatsoever to even use the circles that are already placed.
Okay.
But no, we will not be able to recreate this in the next month.
Then I have one more question for you guys. We are going to be going on a long journey. I'm wondering if there's a way that we can create a circle here in town that would allow us to get back quicker.
We can certainly create a teleportation circle it wouldn't be permanent until we did it once per day for a whole year. But we could recreate it once per day.
And then I wouldn't be able to activate it without creating my own, correct?
Correct. Yeah, you would need someone who could.
Could you
create one
guys
on your
create
end.
a tool or a device, or even a scroll of such that would allow us to come back to town?
When are you planning on leaving?
We are getting prepared now, but we could postpone it for a little bit if necessary.
This is a really good question, and I haven't actually looked into it a whole bunch.
I'm surprised I haven't asked this question previously because it's a good idea.
Oh. Looks like it would take about 20 days. Yeah. Well, it normally would take about 20 days, but I think with all three of us, we could cut that down and maybe have it to you within the week.
Okay.
I think that with all of us working, and if you know anyone else who can do this, I think we should be able to create something relatively fast.
Okay, let me go talk to the rest of the party members and see what we want to do. If you guys can you start working on this as soon as you have some time?
Righto, can do.
And then I go and share this with the party and ask them if they think that we should wait. How long was the trip going to be there?
About 2 weeks.
Okay, so if we wait a week to get this device, we would save a week in the long run. Because as soon as we get there and we finish what we're doing, we can come instantly back to town rather than a 2-week trek back to town. So it would take us 3 weeks total rather than 4.
I can't wait a week. If my tribe shows up here while I'm here,
you'll leave us either way.
No, they'll forcibly remove me. So I can scout ahead on the journey while you're waiting.
Party split. I'm down.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, nobody's gonna catch me. I can cast invisibility.
Yeah, you can do that in town too.
29.
Yeah, you could do that in town.
Yeah, but people know where I am in town.
Not if you're invisible.
Dummy dumb.
I mean, I could do that. But what am I gonna do in town?
Be invisible.
There are spells like see invisibility and stuff.
Yeah, 2 centaur warriors don't have see invisibility.
How do you know?
No, it's totally a thing. It could be a weapon thing.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. Another centaur totally doesn't know how to cast invisibility.
What of them is my sister? Oh, they said. Well, I don't remember which one it was you actually said. Doesn't matter. I know what they can do.
You know what they did.
Yeah, fuck.
But I share this information with the party, and say we can save a week if we spend a week now.
Okay. The closer we get to the closer we get to the time, the more pressing things will become. It's probably safer if we spend the week now rather later.
The closer we are to the danger, the farther we are from harm.
Maybe.
How?
Oh wait, I meant the opposite. Yeah, I say we wait.
Then there
thumbs
is,
up.
if we are going to be waiting, there is one thing that I would like to do.
Oh.
I'm real fucking curious of this doorstone. So we could spend this week to travel back to the ruins on the coast. I'm not saying that we just stick in town.
Yeah, true. We could go do other stuff.
Dragon though.
Wait. I don't think I know what you're talking about, though.
You've
The
been there.
doorstone?
You've been to these ruins. It's the ruins that we fought all the bee people.
Oh, yeah, those guys
beeple?
are wild. The people.
Yeah. While there, you guys found a magical circle that had like a second magical ring around it that seemed to be like an extra layer of protection. And later learned that the stone that you guys had picked up in a different building connected with this portal and allowed people like to use it even if they didn't have any magical
Watch, this
prowess.
doorstone just goes to the capital.
Yeah, probably, right? Hopefully it's a two-way kind of door, I guess.
Why don't we just activate the doorstone?
Because it's activated on the...
Yeah, it's
Is it?
Yeah.
it's a key. It's not like an activatable item.
Okay, so have we seen these circles anywhere else?
No, I don't believe any of you've seen the circles.
Then I don't think that's a good idea, because what if there's a circle in the circle rocks?
Huh?
I don't
What
feel
if
like...
it teleports us to the demon mountain?
Well, I don't feel like they would have done that. Because the people who created...
Well, aren't we assuming that the dragon people used to control that mountain?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so why wouldn't they make a
Because
circle there?
because they made that as a prison. They wouldn't want people to just have free access to it.
Did they make it as a prison, or did they get it taken over?
It's not taken
Uh,
over.
Yeah, so Bo Daniel, you would know that they specifically made it as a prison.
BRB, guys.
I don't know, if I had a prison, I'd probably have a fucking way to get into the prison.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have it in some random town. You'd probably have it, like, tucked away in the capital somewhere.
Well, how do we know what the coastal ruins were for?
Probably coastal stuff, like fixing ships, since they had a ship repair thing there.
So like trade routes, you know, bringing supplies to places?
Yeah, such
Like
as the
a
capital.
prison?
Yeah, no, I'm... If we're waiting a week, I'm going back to the place. I'm gonna use the doorstone.
Fuck you guys, I'm going scouting on the road.
Party split?
Oh my god.
We're really doing this again.
He's just gonna go wander into unknown territory alone.
No, I'm just gonna go to the tower and then to the edge of the desert. And then I'll wait on the edge of the desert.
What if we don't go the exact same way as
It's
you?
not like Bo Daniel hasn't been there before.
Okay, so do you guys want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Who's going where other than Crom and Bo Daniel?
Go with Crom, because if he ends up in the prison...
I don't want to end up in the prison. Yeah, I'll follow Dakota.
Okay.
Say?
Hey, we had the same idea, Kyle. Oh, Bergen never moved his guy back. But she's in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she has no idea what's going on then.
Vap would probably follow Crom, but I'll let her.
More than likely. I'll ask her when she gets back, but... Alright. Bo Daniel, you good with that? Going alone?
Yeah,
On your...
I mark on their map where I'm gonna meet them.
Okay. Alright. Then I'll start with Bo Daniel because it's pretty straightforward what he's doing. Bo Daniel, you get all your supplies together and leave the next day, heading east towards the tower, and then from a tower, yes, from the tower north towards the desert. So probably around here, would you say?
Oh, are we going to the world map?
Oh, my bad. I didn't pull you guys.
Oh, that's fine. I can do it.
No, I got you.
Okay.
So the desert is a couple days trek from the tower. So if you head straight here, it's probably another 2 days. If you head like up here, it's like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I want. So it's what, a day and a half this, and then 4 days, so around a week travel there.
Mm-hmm.
So I do that. Wait on the edge of the desert.
It's about 5 days because with this road, it's only a day's travel between here, and then about another like 4 days to get up here.
Yeah, so I'll wait on the edge of the desert there, and then once I get there, I'll set up a little stealthy camp and leave some markings so they can find me, and then hunt and get extra rations for everything, and fucking make some arrows and some crossbow bolts.
All right, so along your travel, going on the east road towards the tower, it's fairly safe as the road has been cleared out on both sides of all the tall grass that used to be in the area. So no creatures can really sneak up on you, and you're a fairly high level adventurer, so even if they did, you'd be able to quickly kill them. You pass by the northern camp that you guys, or not you guys, but some other adventurers had slain a bunch of goblins at. But you get to the tower and spend the night there, which has been transformed into more so of an outpost rather than like what used to be kind of like a library. In the morning, you set off, and you know the area well enough that you can traverse it, and it's mostly plains rather than like forests. So it's not difficult. You're not like climbing over things. But on occasion, you do hear some creatures creeping up on you, and on a few occasions, do have to like defend yourself against the canine-like creatures that you guys have fought in the past that are native to this plane. But again, like you're a very high-level adventurer and can very easily keep them off. And after a few more days travel, you do make it towards the edge of the desert where it starts to turn into like a rocky area and then into sand. So like I'm assuming you set up camp before it starts getting to like the sandy area.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the rest of you spend the night in Broken Wheel and then head off to the coastal ruins.
Yeah.
It is, let's see, 1, 2. It's about a 4 days trek to the south ruin or the coastal ruins.
Okay.
If you guys really like hustle every day, you could probably cut it down to 3 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should probably push ourselves a bit.
Okay. It shouldn't be that harsh on you guys. It would be really hard to do that with non-adventurers, but like,
and it's also an area that we've traveled before.
Yeah, you guys know where you're going, and for most of it are going on a road, and you know that when you do rest, you are fairly safe on this part of the continent.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Daniel, you really didn't have that option because you had to like keep watch at night and make sure you're safe, so you couldn't really like push through. But you guys can like push into the night a little bit and then maybe wake up early and leave.
Yeah, because a couple of us at least have dark vision.
Mm-hmm. So you guys
Me
make the
being
trek
a human,
down to
one of them.
You make the trek down to the SS ruins. And I'll just pull all your characters, or I'll pull all you guys. Oh, you're already putting down.
Yeah, I got them all.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make it to the SS ruins. Familiar sight. There's the like twin tower with the connecting hallway in between them. The open courtyard. There's like the market stalls. The large building that you guys remember as being like a kind of like a barracks, but just like a very large barracks. The same boat that you guys saw before, and like the small building that you guys know that the teleportation circle is inside.
Yeah, when we get here, I start heading straight over to this building.
Okay.
Go around the backside.
Yeah, and back there's a small hut.
Oh, I forgot that we did this.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
super
that's
dope.
so good.
It's semi-conjoined to the building, but you can still like squeeze by and get in. And inside is just an empty room with the magical circle inside.
Oh yeah, that looks so good.
It looks real good.
They fixed that.
Yeah, so I asked everybody if they all plan on joining me.
Mm-hmm. I am here.
Get in the circle. It gets in the circle.
We don't all need to move them.
If they end in the circle rocks, can you just end the session there?
We're not gonna go to the circle rocks.
You guys step in and die. No. Bo Daniel has to
Bo
finish
Daniel
last.
now has to fight by himself. With Sir Yawn and Chad as backup.
So you guys all get on this magical circle before Crom. And Crom, you know, as soon as the person who steps on to the portal with this stone in their possession, it instantly activates.
Oh, okay.
So everyone else gets on there, and then you take a step on.
Yep.
And you see like a purple light swarm around you guys, and you guys are teleported.
Bring us there, Daddy-O.
Hey, Dakota, I think I heard the doorbell. I think your parents.
Oh, yeah. Be right back.
I'll just get everyone onto the board.
We got a new rug. Rugs are expensive as shit.
Oh, yeah. Wow, you guys are way too raising.
Yeah.
You have those right while you're on the thing?
Wonky.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Ugh.
It's usually one of those things. I know I needed ketchup, right? You can't just buy a bottle of ketchup. You gotta buy 3 gigantic bottles of ketchup.
Hi,
We
Mom.
went to a food bank and they gave us an entire cake.
Nice.
It's pretty empty on this book,
Oh,
guys.
seriously?
She's doing well. She got a new desk in the bedroom.
Is that why she's disappeared?
Yeah, we're...
What did
No, you're never gonna
do?
see her. Can I poke my head in there?
Kyle ended up doing.
Hmm?
I said, what's a... Hi.
Yeah, so we party split again.
We're not doing much at all.
Nice.
I really like this one.
Oh,
I like your cardigan, Lisa. It
That's
looks
cool.
And then if I ever feel like it...
The statue. Don't forget to get rid of the cat statue.
And this is safe for the road. I know it seems plastic.
well, this is just a face guard.
Yeah.
This is the part that really matters.
Yeah. But I like that too.
I really like how it goes inside of it.
Yeah. Is it tinted or no?
It came with a tinted one, so I can replace it.
Oh wow. Cool. I like it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you know, you're artsy. You could take some artwork to it. Yeah, look, I got Jay. I just think I'm sleeping with a spider. It's huge.
They can all hear you.
Huh? Oh, people can hear me? Oh, shoot, you guys. Thanks for the warning.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, people. Bye, people.
Yeah.
Oh, God. There's a reason for your madness. You guys are all crazy. I love you.
Quick, somebody be weird.
Hiya.
Duh.
My mom went to Costco and she's like, I forgot how much bulk they sell, so I'm splitting this with you guys.
Oh, dope.
So she just gave me a bunch of food.
Nice.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
So you guys, there's a purple flash, and you guys are instantly teleported, and you kind of like fall out onto the floor. Kind of strange because like the circle was on the floor, but as you guys come out of it, it's on the wall, and kind of like that weird shift of gravity as you guys step out. But you step out into what looks to be a long hallway.
You know, I'm not surprised.
There seems to be two rooms off to the sides, and then at the end, you see like a raise up into a platform.
Okay. I'm gonna step forward into the large room.
Okay. And
Make
I
two
think,
death saving throws.
Let's see. I think that would probably be a good place to stop for today.
All right.
So,
Continued.
Oh shit.
yeah, you guys step into this room, and it's definitely like a man-made chamber with just like stone floors, stone walls. Seems to be some sort of contraptions around, like some like mannequins and some crystals, some bookshelves, and like some tables with some things on them. It looks like.
Oh, there's one thing I would like to try.
Okay.
I want to place my hand on this portal.
Okay. You
Back
were
to the other
instantly
area?
teleported. Yeah.
Same place?
Same place.
Okay, I go home.
What?
Or actually, sorry. Let me check something real quick.
Oh.
You place your hand on it and nothing happens.
Okay.
That is my fault. It seems to be.
That's the poop shoot only.
Yeah, pretty much. It's you go out through here. But yeah.
That's the fart box. Got it.
Butthole.
So we'll end the session there. You place your hand on there, expecting something to happen, and nothing happens.
Yeah, that's just the good old turd cutter of the portals.
Yep.
Ugh.
All right,
It's not
guys.
great that we have to find another way out.
Thank you guys for joining us today. Hopefully
Yep.
next week everybody's still working and we can continue. But yeah. Everybody want to say bye, starting with Levi. Going to Paisley.
Bye.
Back to Levi.
No.
All right, guys. Have a good
See
rest of
ya.
your weekend. See you next week.
Bye.